Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Nick Larson. Today is April 26, 2019. It's in the evening. That's not the time I normally do this. But why am I here? Simple. Things got busy at work today. I couldn't do things during work hours. I had a project that I've been working on all week. It was due on Friday, and today is Friday. And so I just had to get it done. But I definitely didn't want to feel like work was going to get in the way of me doing this. I feel like what I need to do is show up. So here I am. I have shown up, and we're going to get this thing done. I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I had this weird feeling earlier today where, like, I finished school earlier this week, and like it did not hit me at the time. Let's go with this full screen. Yeah, it did not hit me at the time, but like I just got so tired. Like all of a sudden the other day when I was doing the stream, I was reading off those cards. I switched over to start doing the project, and as soon as I started doing the project, I was like, I need to go to bed right now. And I just, kept on grinding, got through it. Man, these last 2 days I've been asleep at like 9 o'clock and slept all the way until the morning. I mean, we have kids, so they come and they wake me up or whatever. But like, God, I've just been like out of it tired. Just unbelievably tired. It's been insane. But, yeah, I mean, just gonna have to get through it. I've decided I'm not starting anything new. We are going to finish this project. I'm going to keep working on it diligently. But I'm not going to start anything new until after I go walk and after I get like a week to just sleep. I think I will probably be doing some sort of writing when we stream once we get done with this project. Probably for about a week, might write a few blog posts on here. You can see my thought process, the way that I prepare for them, stuff like that. But as far as like starting anything new that I don't feel like I can finish in one day, I just don't think I'm ready for that. I need a break. I need a hot minute, and so we're gonna take one. Also, since it's the evening on a Friday, we're gonna be drinking tonight. Going with the Devil's Backbone. I've got like a variety pack, so we'll have 3 different ones, and we're gonna do some JavaScript. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's catch up with where we were because I feel like a few things had sort of happened the last time we were here. Let me make a new one of these things. Boom. Oh man, shrink it. There we go. And then let's get this fired up. I ought to just have a script that I can... Well, I guess WS is about as scripty as you can get. Anyway. Localhost 8000. Index debug. Boom! Okay. So... Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Y'all are looking at me. There we go. Hooray! I've got it all set up now. Okay. This is going to be fun. So what we did last time was, let's check the logs, the to-do logs. We made a sound whenever you try to interact with a locked door. Let me verify that. Oh, that's right. You have to get through this. This is another thing we did. We made it so that conversation pauses player controls. So you notice I can't move because there's a conversation up. So you have to click it or press space. And then you can move. And now whenever you walk into a locked door, hear that? It's locked. It's like, and we made that sound right over here by me just banging my door as loud as I could. So that was fun. We also made it so that conversation pauses player control. As we just saw, we want to visually change the CSS to only show the allowed paths. That's what these little lines are. This was sort of a pain, and there's still like a little bug here. I want to fix that, and I have like 5 different ideas about how to fix that. It's just not real top of my list right now because this doesn't bother me that much. I mean, it would like long term, but for now and like getting through and making this game seem like it's a full game. Like having something 1 pixel off just isn't worth my time. Next thing, key press only increments whenever you actually perform an action. So, why did that happen? Because we were over here. So if I'm in here and I try to press up, notice that the move counter no longer increments. Only when you actually move and do something does it increment. We also made it so that it respects walls. I'm pressing right now, and I'm not going through this wall. But if I go down or up or whatever, and then if I go around it, I can't go back the other way. So that's good. Let's see. That was pretty much it. Today, we have one big task to do, and I don't really have a time limit for this, so we're sort of just have however much time we want, but I want to make interactable objects. And the way that an interactable object works is you can run into it. There won't be a wall that prevents you from actually moving. You can run into it, but the interaction will prevent you from moving and instead trigger some sort of thing, some sort of action from the item. And the way that we're going to do it is each item that is interactable will have basically a function called interact, and when you run into it, it will fire off interact and then return true or false whether or not you can move into that spot. And then if you can't move into it, then whatever interaction needs to happen will happen. And then that's basically it. I mean, that's basically it. Yeah. So that's it. Once we get done with that, let's go ahead and put our to-do list here. What's today? 2019-04-26. See, I said I wanted to show up. I'm already feeling better. I'm already feeling super pumped about this. Okay, so today we are going to make it so that I'm going to just kind of cancel the... No, I'm going to carry this over. I was going to cancel it because it's sort of like this generic interaction thing, but now it's like interaction door. I need to make this like interaction system pattern first, I feel like, and then after that, not clear who the player is on the first screen. Oh. Right. That's part of the story. That's more like a bug. So instead of putting that on to do, I'm going to put that up here. Sort of like, honestly, maybe down here. Okay. So interact, blocking items. I want to have a few different kinds of items. Door is the first one. I want to have desk. That's going to be the second one. I want to have... what else do I want to have? And I've got a fun idea for the desk. Maybe a filing cabinet. And then obviously the server. The server. That's down. Because that's the thing that we need to actually put the disk into to get it back up. Oh, and the flashlight. Although the flashlight's a little bit different. So that's another thing. Do I have that? Where do I have that? Change the way the world is constructed. Okay, implement the flashlight and the windows. Yeah, we're going to leave that. Okay, we already have respect walls. Nope, that's for the flashlight. Okay. Alright, great. That's pretty tasty. Super, super hoppy. I'm not sure if I would call it snappy. I would certainly call it hoppy and very citrusy. It's not like, you know, pineapple or fruity citrusy. It's more like just got that like acid feeling to it when you put it in your mouth. All right. Let's make a desk. Let's make a desk. Desk number 1. Game. I kind of want to break this out and like make it a little more manageable. Because right now it's sort of like there's crap everywhere, like just everywhere, everywhere. I don't need this to be this wide, first off, because none of these file names are that big. So maybe it's like, instead of having all of this crap in here, we need like helper functions, and that all goes at the beginning. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Just to make it a little bit more manageable. How do I add app? Add a new file. I want globals, helpers. How about we call this dom.js? We'll take these two, because these are the first ones that happen. Boom. Like that. This body thing, I want to always be there. Now let's go to index debug. We're going to add in this script called dom.js. Okay, back to the game. Make cells, player. I think we definitely want the player to be its own. Sure. Player.js. Make player. Render player. Make player, render player. It's okay to have a bunch of them as long as they're only functions. And then the only time that you actually start calling things is from the main one, in this case game. Okay, so get object cell array remove unrender. That feels like DOM to me right there. Let's go put that in DOM. Okay. Where's my audio? Audio. Audio body. I don't really want this. I just want body. Like I don't want extras here. I just want it to be body. So how do I handle that? I have audio body. Let's just call it body. Control F, audio body. We're just going to call this body. This is the sort of thing that I don't really want here. Right, like this is the definition of exactly what I want to be in the DOM. I don't want this to call itself. I want this to be a bunch of functions to load it. Const, sound effects, audio context. Sure, that kind of stuff has to be. So let's go DOM. And then this needs to be in game. We're just going to have it kind of at the bottom. Or maybe at the top. Does it really matter? Probably. How about we have something like array remove? That's like a helper function. Helpers? Maybe I should call it like, yeah, helpers.js. Okay. All right, we need helpers and player.js. Let's make sure we have everything related to the player. Handle player move. That feels like that should be in player. Oh, shit. Handle player move. Yeah, all this crap. Nah, you know what? We're going to go back to the same. Okay, you know what? I'm just changed my mind. I was getting all crazy. I'm just going to revert. I was getting all crazy. I thought it would be easier if we break it up, make it like conceptually easy, but I have done a really poor job of like having globals all over the place and having the correct order to put these things in to make the globals work is not easy for me to follow in my head, and I don't think it's going to be easy for anyone else to follow, so just not going to have them there. Maybe we'll go back and we'll fix it later, but really what I care about right now is creating something that you can interact with, and this is not moving in that direction. Okay, so we're just gonna revert. Commit, nah, just nah. Index debug, yeah, these are all okay. Reset, no, like for real, reset, like go away, reset. There we go. It's weird that you have to do that twice. Okay, this is great. Okay, all right, all right. Bring back the concept. Game. We don't need this. All right, what we want is an object. And because we're going to have a few of these, I am going to make it a class. Class. Interactable object. All right. Constructor. That's really it. I don't have anything for the constructor. What I want, is there a way to do like, how do I check if something is an interactable object? Okay. JavaScript hierarchy. Check if class is in check if class is of type instance of. We're gonna have to go and try this one. F12 class ABC class DEF extends ABC DE. Okay, perfect. Now what I want to say is A equals new DEF A. And then what I want to say is instance of, how do I check that? Oh, great. Car? Oh, instance of. Okay, sure. ABC DEF A equals new DEF. A instance of DEF. Okay, that one's cool. A instance of ABC. Ooh. Ooh. A instance of array. Okay. All right, so we can do this class hierarchy thing. This is sort of a... Maybe we just use duck typing here instead of having this class hierarchy. And then the idea is you just give it a function called interact. Interact takes the player that is interacting with it. I feel like it's the player's job to know what it can do to a thing. Or maybe it's the object's job to be interacted with. I don't know. And this is where writing more than one game helps a lot. I think for now we're just going to flip a coin and choose a way. So I flipped a coin, and it came up that the object is the thing that knows how it gets interacted with. Okay, great. So we're going to have this... Okay, so let's just call this desk. Actually, I do kind of want interactable. So we have these different items already. Where the hell are they? Okay, we have make item. And then we have this thing that's like, is it collectible? But instead, what if we had interact? And then the interact is the thing that actually did the collecting. See, right now it works that the player sees this thing and says, oh, I can grab that thing. You know what? We've already got stuff that's that way. All of the logic would get pushed into the player and it's interacting with a thing. We would basically just have to, like, check the thing that we're interacting with. Yeah, okay, that's it. Although... we have... Okay. Let's do the door first. We already have a door. It's got the name door. I think maybe what we ought to do is put blocking is true. The hell is blocking used for? A comment. It's used for a comment. Well, that's fun. That's fun. Yep, that's fun. Okay. The cell has walls. Whenever we check it, we're checking the walls right here. But really, instead, what we want to do is we want to check if any of the walls are blocking, if any of the objects are blocking, and then we just make walls blocking. So we like instantiate wall as a thing, and then we just add a wall to it for each kind. And when you try to enter into a cell, you have to enter from a set direction. I'm making this too crazy. We already have. I'm trying to abstract things way too early. We already have a bunch of items. So instead, I'm just going to call this locked. That's what I'm going to call this. And then what we're going to do is on the door. So in here, we need to know right here we have pickup items. I'm going to change this to be interact with items. And I'm not going to move. Okay. Okay. Const can move there equals interact with items. We increment the move counter. What I want to do is I want to say can move there is, how did we get the new cell? All right, we already got the new cell. I want to say interact with items, and this used to be called pickup items. I want to call this interact with. All right, getting ahead of myself, changing too much. We're going to make a new function called interact with items. Okay, const can move there equals interact with items new cell player. Okay, now let's have this be const can move there. No, interact with items equals function cell player. And then what we want to do is basically get the inventory items. Yeah, we basically want to get the okay. Inventory items of our inventory. What the hell? Character? Yeah, that's a better way to call it. Okay, character. What I really want to do is say for each item, basically interact with the item. And what I want to say is let can move equals true. And then if any item that you try to interact with okay. So now what I want to do is say something along the lines of if item.name equals door, else if item.name equals key, and basically just repeat. Oops. How many items do we have? Keys, flashlight, data, door. Door, keys, flashlight, data. All right, now what I want is const pickup item okay, add inventory item equals function sell item character. And then I want to just say something like, this is exactly where I want it. I want to say something like add inventory item. Oh shit. Add inventory item. Sell item character. Exactly like that. And then the door is the one that's going to be different. This is no longer going to be like this. This is just going to be return can move. Okay, so this should interact with the items. It should now pick up the items. How do we pick up an item? I guess what I should just say is if item.collectible if item.collectible add inventory item, and then we don't need to do this specific for each of them. We can basically just say item.row, item.call. I don't even need the cell. Oh, I do. I need to remove this. Oh. That's right, because you can't modify something as you're iterating over it. So maybe we just collect the functions and then we execute them. That seems reasonable, actually. So we're going to go like this. This is a... there we go. All right, so we're going to say item.row equals 0. This is putting it into our inventory, which only has one row. Item.call equals character.inventory. Both of these are going to move into here. And then we're going to have this. cell.items, inventory items.length. Okay, that's everything we need. The only thing that we really need to do at this point is not actually execute it here, because we can't remove things as we're iterating without destroying the iteration. So instead, I want to basically capture some functions. Let's just do something like, how does map work? Map feels right. JavaScript map. Okay, let's go. Var a equals a1, b2, and then I want to say a.map t console.log t. Okay. So you get the actual item. So what we want to do is we want to say var const actions equals cell.items.map, and then here we're going to say actions.forEach action. Yep. And then here we're going to say, oh, let's go return. Okay, how about if t dot a return t does that do it? Okay, so that returns undefined. Return false. Crap. Maybe map isn't right. Maybe it's filter. Hey, there we go. That is such a weird, like, construct. That is such a weird construct. So you're basically looking at everything and then deciding what you can do with it. Well, we're just going to do it that way. Filter. Return. A function. We are returning a function that does this. If it's a door, then we want to interact with the door. And check when just becomes part of the interaction now. So by the time we get done with interact with items, no. Check when should be really simple. If we're on the final cell, hooray! Hey, I just got the notification that I made it to affiliate. Hooray! All right, I'm actually going to tweet about that. Hold on a second. That's awesome. Man, that made my day. See, all you gotta do is show up. All you gotta do is show up, and then things start happening. Man, what a day. That was awesome. That made me feel so good. God, that made me feel good. It's been like 2 months. I think I've got like I think I got like 40 streams or something done. God, that makes me feel good. All right. All right. Okay, so interact with items. We'll do whatever interaction. This would be like unlocking the door. And then when you actually get there, new check win will now only be... Okay, so this is like a to-do. Should only check that you are on the exit and it's unlocked. That's it. That's all that should do. And we want to call it exit as well. So, how did I do make item? Ah, crap. Yeah, we'll get there. Name. Item. I should call it exit. I should just call it exit. I'm not going to call it door. I'm going to call it exit. Let's go change the CSS from door. Door. Just one. To exit. All right, great. And then we need to change... Oh, man, we got to change all this crap, don't we? We got to change this from door locked. No, I have it called win. Okay, sure. So we don't actually have one called exit. That's perfect. Okay, great. Okay. Let's get back to it. Check win should only check okay. Check win. No, we're on pickup items. We have collected these. Now we want to interact with the door. Because the exit is a door. All right, this also needs to be exit. Okay, doors.length equals 0. All right, it is a door. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to make it keys. In fact, we're not even going to have all this other crap anymore. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to say... All right, var const exit equals doors 0. And then what we're going to do is say if exit dot locked, or basically return not exit dot locked. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to say, all right, that's check when. Check when just says, all right, if you're not in an exit. Oh, wait. Hold on. This is where we need this now. So we had missing items, so now what we actually want is this. We don't want any of this jazz anymore. We want if exit, if exit dot locked. Now we're just going to put equals false. How about if exit dot locked? Then we'll just play this. There we go. Else play sound effect when. Do that in just a moment. Show the leaderboard. Okay. Okay. I don't even want this. This is part of the, like, if the door is locked, then we play it somewhere else. So this shouldn't even be here, because when I interact with the door, if the door is still locked, then it should play the sound. I don't actually care about that. All I care about is if, and in fact I'm going to do this the easy way, false, and then we'll just put the to-do show exit dialog, something like that. Okay, great. To do. And then what I want to do is when you interact with the door, if the door is locked and you cannot unlock it, then we're going to play and you cannot unlock it. Okay. So now we're interacting with the door. Let's check when. So we did what I wanted to do here. And then in here is if can move there, then move this, screw that. But what I need to do is make it so that you can interact with the door, the exit. And the way that I'm going to do that is const and this is can move equals Okay. If blocked equals false, so we're going to have blocked equals blocked or action, and we're going to have not blocked. Okay, so you return true if you're blocked. Return false. There we go. So now I'm saying add inventory item and return false. You are not blocked. And then this one needs to be const unlock door. Now, how about interact? Yeah, there we go. Function item character. And then, you know what? We can actually just do this and make return false. Not blocked. Not blocking. Okay. And then here we have return and then here we have return interact with the door and item character. And this one should be like if item dot locked. How about if not item dot locked, because this is the easy case. Return false. All right, if it is locked, then I need to try to unlock it. Okay, how do I unlock a door? I have to have a key. So I need the character inventory items. All right. Const can. All right, filter. Let's do a filter. Let keys equal character dot inventory dot items dot filter item dot name equals keys if keys dot length equals 0. Return true because we're blocked. Oh wait, no, in this case I want to play the sound now. Alright, play sound effects door locked. Otherwise, item dot locked equals false. sudo play unlocking sound, like a door slowly opening or something, and then return true. No, return false, because we are no longer blocked. So that's how we're going to interact with the door. You try to run into it. If you are not able to unlock it, then you won't be able to move there. And it'll play this door locked sound. If you do have a key, it will unlock it, allow you to move there, and then the check when will put you on the exit. And when it checks that the door is locked, the answer will be false. It'll play the wind sound effect and yada yada. Okay, I feel like this is it. We no longer need pickup items. That's garbage now, which is great. Check when. Okay, so this is the actions. Blocked is only when this returns true, so we can now interact with the door, and a door can block. Hey, what's up, Robert Tables? Oh, yeah. I don't know when it happens, honestly. This is my first time. So, maybe the next time I stream, which I think is probably going to end up being tomorrow. Because I'm just in the mood now. I just feel great about this. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Also, thank you for all of your help along the way, man. This has been like unbelievable, the support that you have given me, like from start to finish, like on my journey here. And I cannot thank you enough. This is awesome. All right, I will absolutely. I think my wife wants to be the first sub, but I'll just let you do it instead. Oh. Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you. It's like, yeah, woo! I'm having fun with this too, man. I'm like, it's given me this like opportunity to like work on a bunch of things where I've been putting it off in my head, where it's like, yeah, I'll work on that one day, and it's like just showing up and just doing it and making it happen has like, it's been just such a like growth experience. Honestly, I've had a number of times where like I've come here and I've just like gotten completely overwhelmed when like the third or fourth person shows up, and I'm like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? What's going on? And it's like, now that doesn't bother me nearly as much. I'm getting the time to like learn how to make games, which is something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. I've gotten the chance to like implement some AI. Like everything about it is just great. Yeah, this is just awesome. And now I got to come up with an emote, so that'll be fun too. But yeah, this is good. This is fun. It is liberating. I think I'm gonna. Well, I'm gonna get back to this. I'm gonna keep working on what I'm working on. That's what I'm gonna do. I like that it keeps popping up and telling me path to affiliate completed, like over and over every time I click close. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing that. All right. I I absolutely will. It was also opening ceremonies for my kid's baseball. He's 5. He's in t-ball. Basically, it was like herding cats, but he had a great time. So there's a lot of stuff to remember today. Today was a good day, man. Today was a really good day. I finished up a big project too at work. That's why I'm streaming this evening. Like everything. It's just been a good day. It's been a good day. Thanks a lot, man. All right. Okay, so I'm interacting with items. I am interacting with the door. I need to go and make this. We move. Player remove. We're moving the player from the old cell to the new cell. We are re-rendering the player. If you can't move there, then we would have already played a sound, and the check win needs to happen at the end of every move anyway to know whether or not we're done. Yeah. It's like as soon as one stops doing what they're supposed to be doing, they all stop doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's just how it works. I think I'm gonna have to spend some time one of these days and like actually work on my layout because like you can't even read the text on here where down here where it says, you know, Robert Tables something down over in this area. Gonna make it so that I really like the way that that Michael Jolly set it up where it's like shows up on the side and like climbs all the way up the side, but you can like very clearly see it. My only concern with that is like I use this for exactly this purpose all the time. Like this is my area. Maybe I just gotta change that. All right, let's see if everything still works. I can still move. Can I pick up? Oh crap, I can't move up there. I'm gonna guess that if I go into the door, it's gonna let me into the... Nope. Alright, it's just blocking me from interacting with any item whatsoever. Why would that happen? Why would that happen? It's not allowing me to enter, meaning that calling this should return this. This should... I'm wondering how many of these it's doing. Console.log action. That's going to tell me the answer. Although it's super interesting. It must be doing this because it's setting blocked equal to true, which is hilarious because I only ever return false from here. So let's go take a look at what's going on. Shrink, shrink, shrink this down, shrink this down. Uncaught. Action is not a function? Really? Oh, what? Oh, I'm doing filter. And what I need to do is map. Because I'm not actually... Okay, and then what I need to do is say if action, then do this. Alright, so filter is if it returns anything that's true, then it's returning the item, not what I actually return. So it's basically treating this as truthy. Okay, that makes total sense to me now. Alright, and then this will basically say, alright, any of the items that are in there that did not return an interaction will give me an undefined, so I just check if it's action before I move on. I think that will help. I gotta make it so that this is a little bit shorter when I'm in debug mode. Oh, we picked that up and it made the right sound. That made the right sound. Can I interact with the door? No! Notice, it prevents me from going there. And it makes the locked door sound, so that's great. We pick up the keys.
Heroic, you win sound.
And now we can get to the door. Alright, everything works as intended. Okay, that's great. Now what I want to do is make my desk. Let's go write some stuff down like we actually did stuff. Oh, here we go. I did this. So now I actually feel good about that. Okay, so now what I want is a desk. Now what I want is a desk. Yeah, that's what I want. No, I want a server. That's what I want. I want a server. Okay. Let's do the server first. The reason I want the server is because that is going to determine, that's going to actually update the win condition. The win condition is no longer going to be, did you unlock the door and now you can leave? The win condition is going to be, did you get the system back online? Because otherwise we're still losing money. And that's what I want. That's what I want to actually do. So let's go do that. Let's go do that. I need a server. Let's just make an object that's called a server. Make item. Server. And then this is going to be false. We're going to call this server. And we're going to put it at 7.7. So we're going to put it down here in the bottom right hand corner. Now what I want to do is make an interaction for this server and give it a style. CSS item.server. Let's go look up an emoji. Emoji server. Emotes Discord server. Emoji server icon. Oh shit. Why's it gotta be so difficult? No, just show me all the emojis. Emoji computer. There we go. Personal computer? No, I don't want a laptop. Are there other ones? Email hammer. Printer? Satellite antenna? Television, computer mouse, trackball, woman technologist. Computer disk? Keyboard, joystick, filing cabinet. Oh, desktop computer. Boom, there we go. That's the one I want. Copy. Should just be able to do that. Ooh, that's ugly. That is ugly as sin. Is that the best? Oh. Oh god, this is awful. Give me a better one. Nope, that's the best we're gonna get, huh? Do you know if, do you know what rendering engine Visual Studio Code is using, right? It's just Atom or Electron. It's Electron. Is that WebKit? Is this what it... I don't know. Let's just see what it looks like. Alright, so we now have this item. Boom. Uh-oh. That's not good. Did I not save? Idea. Game. Oh, 7.7. That was silly. Refresh. Oh, that is not good. Ew. Blank. Yeah. Jeez, that is awful. Alright, I'm gonna need a different computer. How about we just go for monitor? Monitor? How about we just go with satellite? Radio, speaker, telescope, television, mobile phone, laptop. Ooh, man, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna go with satellite antenna for now. Hopefully this one is better, because that one was awful. Alright, that's much better. That one actually looks like something useful. try that again. Yeah, there we go. That looks like maybe the system is offline. Okay, it's called the system, so I'll take that. It's not the server is offline. It's the system. And you need this giant floppy disk to put it in there to stop losing money. Okay. Okay, so we need to make it so that you have to put that in there. You have to turn this on, and then you can exit. Okay. So we have this thing now called, we're going to call it the system. Boom, system. Let's go to the game. Let's call it the system. Okay, I like that better. System. Now we need to make it so that you can interact with the system. Interact with items. I should probably put collectible first. Because it's the most common. And there we go. And then I want system. Alright, return, interact, system, item, character. And then it's basically the same idea. Only interact system. And in this case, we're not going to worry about it being locked, and we're going to worry about it being data. And this is where the item name is data. And if data dot length equals 0, I want to play a sound effect that's like, no, oh man, you screwed up. Okay, to do play sound effect for dough. We're always going to return true. In this case, else. Basically want to play a sound effect, and then here I want to say item dot booted equals true, and then we'll set booted equals false to begin with. Booted false. And we'll come back around to that in a little bit, because the idea is that this thing runs on Windows 3.1. If we go back to the idea. Yeah. Where is Windows? Control F. Windows. Oh man, we didn't put it in there. 3.1. Oh. We were spitballing with Michael Jolly's sound effect for data. Commander Data, is it possible to commit no mistakes and still lose? This is not a weakness, that is life. Sure. So right now I have it. I have this like. I have. I think for now I'm just gonna like crack that in there to save on time, because what I care about right now is implementing the interactions, and we'll get all the sound and all that stuff sorted out later. Although that is like the most fun, recording those sounds and then getting them in there. And then if you actually win,
heroic, you win sound. Yay!
That's how far along I am on that one. Alright, data. We have the data. We want to put it into the system. Game. What was I doing? We made it so that the system is booted. You mark the system as booted. True. You play the sound item.name. And yeah, right here I just want to, I think for the time being, I'm just going to put a pop-up alert. In order to reboot the system, you need to find the data disk. Just as like a little holder, a placeholder, so that I know to do something there. Interact with system always returns false because you can never go onto that square. And now the last thing we want to do is you should not be able to win unless the server is, or unless the system, excuse me, is in a winning state, which is it's been booted. So we're just going to, I think we're going to cheat like we do with everything, and we're going to make a global. We are going to make a global. How else could I get a hold of that? Actually, we're just going to put it right here. System item. Items.push make item right here. And now we're going to say grid dot system item equals make item grid dot system item. All right, and now the grid is global. Is that right? I think I made the grid global. Oh, we can delete this garbage. The grid must be global if I'm just calling it like this. Okay, the grid is global. Okay. Grid in your head you should be able to replace for like game state, and I just haven't gotten around to doing that. But it should just basically always be there, but be refreshable, I guess, if you want to like play a second game. Okay. So now I should just be able to say in the win condition, if grid dot system item dot booted equals false. Oh my goodness. Then alert, you must boot the system before you can exit. Return. There we go. Alright. That should handle the win condition. Tells you what to do. Oh. Damn. Okay. That's not what I meant to do at all. So if I'm on the exit, then I want to do that. Okay. Try that one more time. Alright. I've collected the data. Oh, you have to boot the system before you can exit. Wait. That's weird. Why did it tell me I'm on that cell? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. There is one small bug here, which is it's checking to win on the new cell. But it's very possible that the new cell isn't the new cell. Because here, else, Actually, we only want to check it when we move. No, I don't think so. Else, new cell equals old cell. Sort of what we want to do is only check the win condition when we've moved, because you have to have moved to get somewhere. So it makes sense to put it in here. But I think ideally you want to check for like a terminal position. Really, like you should think of this as being like a terminal position. Check terminal. This would be like if the company ran out of money. Okay, well, you've already failed, so we want to check that. I'm just going to change it. Check terminal. Check terminal state. Instead of check win, it's check terminal state. And I guess... check terminal, check win, check terminal state. Okay. And then the idea, yeah, again, is if we run out of money or if something else happens, some other way that we want to have a way to terminate the game, we're now checking it on every turn. I'm not only checking it in the case that we actually like move to a new cell. So we didn't move, so the new cell is the old cell. Okay, great. And then this becomes wrong. If the old cell equals the new cell, we don't want to exit immediately. If the old cell equals the new cell, I'm sure there's a better way to do this. How about we just say if the old cell not equals the new cell, then do this crap. Hey, Michael Jolly. Dude, all is well. I hit affiliate today. So I'm having a great day, man. Actually, a lot of stuff has been going great. Thanks for stopping by, man. I hope everything's going well with you. Yes, that is walls that you see. And you can't move through them. Tonight what we're doing is we're making objects that you interact with. And the idea is like, I want to hide the data disk. So I'm going to like put it in a filing cabinet. And you have to go like interact with the filing cabinet. And it'll open it up. And then like when it opens it up, then you can find the disk. That sort of a thing. And so once this world becomes a whole lot bigger, and you can't see everything in like a little 8x8 grid, then it's going to be a lot more interesting because you're going to have to actually like plug around and like look for things, and the whole time the stress is going to be building because the money's going to be running out, and it's going to get crazy, man. It's going to be awesome. I am having a good night. Oh, we had this crazy windstorm. We lost a lot of trees again. It's unbelievable. Okay. Sort of lost my train of thought. If the old cell not equals the new cell, then let's try to do something. There we go. There we go. What are we doing? Let's refresh. Let's see what it does. Click, 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 click. Alright, we picked up the data. Oh, you know what? Oh, shit, you can just move right on there. Goodness me. Trying to play unloaded sound effect system. That's right, I don't. I want to play data. And I don't want to move on top of it. I sort of just want to bump into it. Okay. Where is my interact with? Play sound effect data. Data. There we go. So that will actually play it when you bump into it. Return false. No, I want to return true. That's the whole point. Okay. You should not be able to go into that cell ever. You should only be able to interact with it. And then, okay, the other thing I need to do here is if the data.length does not equal 0, then what we want to do... Okay. If item.booted, just return. We don't actually care about this. Return true. If item.booted equals false, then let's try to do this magic. Oop. Jump up a little bit there. Okay, so if item.booted is false, then we're going to try to do the thing. If it's already booted, then we don't actually care. It's already booted. Ooh, make it change colors. That's a good one, so that you know it's booted. Make it change color or something visual so you know it's done. I like that. That's a good one. Okay. And then now that that is done, I should be able to go over here. Ooh, assignment to constant variable and handle player move 187. 187. New cell dot items. That's interesting. Am I looking at the right line? New cell equals old cell. Oh, yeah. Sure, that one makes sense. Okay. And then... Oh. Alright, you try to leave. No! You get the key. You try to leave. You must boot the system before you can exit. Okay. Alright, now it's booted.
Heroic, you win sound. Yay!
Alright, the whole thing works. This is awesome. Okay, let's see where we are. The server is down. We now have a win condition. Yeah, there's still a bunch of to-dos in here. But let's make a desk. No, let's make a filing cabinet, because there was a filing cabinet, like, right there. And then we can put the data disk in the filing cabinet. You have to go to the filing cabinet, get the disk, then go to the server, then leave. And then we're in a much better spot. After we do the filing cabinet, I have one more thing that I want to do, which is a desk. And the desk is going to be special. It's going to take a little bit, probably a couple hours. But yeah, let's do the filing cabinet. First things first, we need to make a filing cabinet. Let's put it, I don't know. Where do you want to put the filing cabinet? Let's put it right here, right? Filing cabinets go in the corner. So let's put it at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. CSS. We want item dot filing cabinet, and then we want to go to CSS for a file cabinet. File cabinet. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we need to make the filing cabinet. That's here. Yep. Okay. I'm going to call this filing cabinet. And we want to put this at 04. And let's see how that goes. We should have a filing cabinet. Hooray! Now we want to put the disk in the filing cabinet. So the filing cabinet needs an inventory. How the hell am I going to do that? I think all items are going to have an inventory. No. Do I have an inventory function? That would make my day. Make player. Oh, here. We'll just do this. In fact, I don't even need this. Oh, we'll just have items. Yeah, we'll just have items. That's a filing cabinet, right? We'll just have items. And then I can just throw whatever items into it that I want to. Because I can just make items super simple. This feels reasonable. Yeah, this feels reasonable. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're just going to try it. So we're going to make an item called a filing cabinet, and we're going to put in it items that is an empty array. Only it's not going to be an empty array. It's going to be the data. So let's make item. And we don't even need this actually. We can just say const data equals make item 0, 0, because it doesn't really matter. It's data, and then we want to put the data into the filing cabinet. That's the plan. Data? Yeah, we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. Okay, so now we have a filing cabinet. It's in the corner. The data disk is in the filing cabinet. Now what we need to do is make it so that you can interact with the filing cabinet. Great. That's what I think we need to do. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to say if it's a filing cabinet, item.name is filing cabinet, then we want to interact with the system. No, we want to interact with items, and we're just going to pass this item into it, which then has another set of items right there. And then it should interact with is collectible. It should collect the item. Let's see if that's going to cause problems. It should collect the items. It gets it from the character. Oh wait, shit. Am I doing it right? Interact with items, cell character, item character. And then unrender won't do anything because there's no parent. Inventory item.append child item.element plays sound effect, whatever the thing is. So we'll get the sound effect. It will remove it from the filing cabinet, so the next time we go to the filing cabinet, it should not be there. I feel pretty good about this overall. I think it might just work. And I just have some really bad naming in here, which makes it hard to, like, reason about. So let's go ahead and move this thing. Let's go ahead and move this. I want to move all this crap. I want to leave the filing. I'm going to put the filing cabinet there. So we're going to put it at 6 and 6. And then this we're going to put down where we had the other one at 7 and 4. No, 3. And this is going to go to 7 and 3 is where the flashlight's going to be. Right, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3. So the flashlight will be down here. The filing cabinet will be over here. When we run into the filing cabinet, we will collect the data. We will then take it over here. Just so we can see if everything's working. Alright, everything is where we wanted it to be. Let's see if we can get the... Alright, we need to reboot the system. You need to find a data disk. Oh, look at that. It just worked. We ran into it. It collected the data disk. We have turned the system on.
Heroic, you win sound. Yay!
I got lucky with that one. I'll be honest with you. I did not expect that to work on the first try. Yeah, that was one of those things where it was like, you got a lot of state in your head, and then all of a sudden it just worked. Yeah. Wow, that was good. Okay, all right. Next one, not done yet. Gonna keep grinding on this. The filing cabinet. I feel pretty good about the functionality of the filing cabinet. Next one though is the desk. All right, here's the cool thing about the desk. I want the desk to be much more interesting when you interact with it. So the idea is we'll put a desk like right here, or maybe even, like right here, and you're kind of sleeping right next to your desk. And then when you run into the desk, instead of it just grabbing everything out of the desk, instead what it does is it pops up a desk on top of the screen that now has, like, say, a little grid of, like, 3 by 2. And then there's a phone over here and maybe a lamp over here and, whatever the other crap. But basically there's this thing that pops up and that's your desk. And then you can start interacting with the things on your desk by clicking on them. So when the whole thing starts, the phone will be ringing. And you'll be like, what's going on? And maybe there's like a little icon or something right there on the desk. And so you go and you interact with the desk and it pops up. And then, like, you touch on the phone, and that's when this conversation right here starts. It's not just, like, right out of the blue. And then, yeah, like, that's it. That's the desk. It gives you this, like, alternative way of setting up an interaction, which is it opens up this new little, like, modal, effectively, that you can interact with. And then that's where all of the cool stuff is for some of the bigger things. And this is like, okay, you got to open up the drawer, and you got to, I don't know, shuffle through the papers, whatever the crap, who knows, to figure out where the stuff is. And so that's what I want to do for it. That, or the other option, I guess, is just make an object that takes up more than one cell. But it's like, a desk would be really big. I kind of like the pop-up part of it. Like, it's just like, okay, one thing per cell. Don't need it to be more complicated than that. Don't need this, like, giant, 3 by 2 actual desk-looking desk that I now have to make graphics for. I can just, like, CSS. Oh, I guess you could still CSS it, huh? But you'd have to, like, put it over the top of cells. It couldn't be inside of cells. Yeah, I like the pop-up thing better. It just seems a little easier to me. And that's it. That's the last, like, interactive thing. After that, we get to move on to actually, like, making the map and making it huge. And then working on the lights. We got to turn the lights off. That's the other part of it. and and yeah. And then also we need to make it so that when you use the disk, okay, this is one more thing. When you use something, it disappears. When you use something, it disappears from your inventory. So you go and you put the data in over there, and it's like, okay, now the data's gone. You put the key in the door. Okay, you've used the key. The key is now gone. It doesn't really map to real life, but it's a video game, and I don't really care about that. I care about using something and it being gone. That way you have to keep finding more and more keys. Or maybe you can find, like, you know, at some point you could find, like, somebody's key card, and that would get you through a couple of doors. And maybe it's like this special one that, like, doesn't go away, just stays over here. I don't know, something like that. That's cool, though. Okay. Also, would it work when you pick up something? I think that's right. I think this is just CSS in the background. I think this is just a single box. And so things sort of float around automatically in here. All right, let's make it so that when you use the data disappears. I think that's the easiest one to do. And I think we can just delete it. Probably the easiest way to go about it. It does have a cell. Probably have to manually delete the DOM element, which I don't know how to do. JavaScript destroy DOM element. If you want to just hide it, no, I don't want to do that. Removing an element. Is that it? Is that all you do? You just remove it? I don't want display equals none. Remove child? Don't you run into like a memory leak if you just remove it? Like, doesn't it just hang out? Maybe it doesn't. Whatever. We'll just delete it. Okay. All right, so you get the data disk, you use the data disk needs to disappear. So let's say use the data disk. Boom, right here. Now what we need to say is unrender item delete item no data. We don't want to delete. We want to delete data. We want to delete the first data. So we want, okay, first data. Equals data 0. And then we have unrender first data. And then we have delete first data. So I have now removed it from the DOM, and then I'm just saying delete the whole freaking object, and hopefully that gets rid of all the references and the garbage collector will just come through and clean it up. I don't know the answer to that. I also am not entirely sure how to test that theory without creating a bunch of data. Okay. The short answer here, all right, we got the data. All right, we used the data. All right, it's already done, so it doesn't do anything. Running into here doesn't get me any new data because the data's gone. We got the disk. I try to leave. Nope, locked.
Heroic, you win sound. Yay!
All right. Okay, that turned out to be like one line. 2 lines. Okay, cool. When you use the data, I want to do the same for the key. Let's use the same for the key. So we run into a door, and what we want to do is say basically this. Um, but we don't want it to be data. We want it to be keys. First key equals keys 0. First key key. All right, there we go. Let's go get that data. Let's go get that key. Let's go get that flashlight. All right, we used that.
Heroic, you win sound.
All right.
Yay!
Oh, shit. I did that wrong. The whole point was to see whether or not the key disappeared. Alright, you must boot the system before you can exit. But I did unlock the door. So now it just gives me this message. Nope, you still gotta do this other stuff.
Heroic, you win sound. Yay!
Okay, perfect. Okay. Desk. You know what? I think I'm about 2 hours in. I think it's time for a short break. Hour and 47 minutes. Yeah, this is good. Let's take a quick 2-minute break. I'm going to finish drinking this beer. I'm going to go to the restroom. I'm going to get another beer. And I'll be right back. And then we're going to do the desk. And then we're going to call it. Damn, I guess I wasn't. I guess there was a lot more in there than I thought. Whoa. Goodness. Okay. All right, and I'm back. Well, I had my beer in the freezer, so it's frozen, so it's gonna be a while on the beer. I'm gonna have to let that one thaw out. But, whoops. Guess it got a little too cold. Okay. Let's start off with the easy stuff first, which is make a desk, right? Which is just make the element on the screen. It's an object. So we want a desk. Where do we want to put the desk? Let's put the desk right here next to it. So the desk goes at 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 4. It's not exit. And I think put this down here. Desk. False. Because you're not allowed to go into it. And we said 3, 4. 3, 4. That should put the desk where it's supposed to be. Now for the styles. Desk. Emoji desk. Office building. File. Laptop. Paperclip. Card file box. Card index. Ooh, card index. That'll be fun to put on top. Right? A card file box. That's where you're hiding the computer disk. Linked paper clips. Ooh, trash can. That's another good one. Okay, but let's go search for what I actually care about, which is a desk. Emoji desk. Desktop computer. Aw, crap. Airplane seat. I don't think that's what I'm going for here. A bus. An admission ticket. A couch and lamp. That's kind of cool. That's what you should start on. I'm going to go ahead and put a couch and a lamp there. Just because I like it. Just sort of made my day. Game. Let's put the lamp. Okay, that's what we were sleeping on. And I want to put this down one. Column, nope, column 4. Put it 4, 4. 4, 4. Couch. CSS. Couch. Couch. Copy. Okay, now I just need this desk. Come on, one time, give me a desk. Clinking beer mugs. Hotel, house. Red paper lantern. Person in bed. Sleeping face. Losing my faith here. Is there not like a desk? Emoji desk. Office desk. Uh-oh. Oh, here you go. Here's a telephone. Fax machine. No mobile phones. Office building. Pager. Speaking hand. Telephone receiver. Objects. A bomb. No, not what I'm looking for. A barber pole. A bellhop. A carp steamer. What's a carp steamer? A framed picture. Shopping bags. Prayer beads. Control knobs. Starting to look like I'm going to have to CSS this. An envelope, a package, a post box, a ballot, card index, scissors, a filing cabinet. A filing cabinet is like as close as you're gonna get. Maybe we... What if I put table? Table's a thing, right? Let's go table. Emoji table. Ooh. There is no emoji table. Ay, ay, ay. How have we... I guess... I don't know. Doors? Crap. Just kind of hoping this would be easy. I didn't think this through. Table. Give me a table. Just something that looks kind of like a table. Kind of like a table. A golf hole. No, not really. No, no. Mm-mm. These are crazy. A volcano. That's pretty bananas. Flowers. None of these look like tables. Oh, we could play this off. This looks sort of like a desk. I mean, it's a bento box, but... Backpack. A fishing rod. Well, my desk idea is not working out. I guess we're just going to put a laptop. I don't like that laptop. Can we do this one? Is it the same? It is the same. Okay. Okay. Whatever. All right. Laptop it is. It's the best I've got. There's my laptop. Oh, my desk. Oh. Oh, so I need to put the player much higher than the items in terms of z-index. Player. Z-index 1. I guess 10. There we go. Player is on top of the couch. Alright, I need to make it so that you can't go into the computer. Why did that not work? I put false. Oh, desk. No, wait, yeah, false. True. Oh, this is collectible. It needs to then be that you interact with it. If item name equals desk, interact with desk. I should call this with. Interact with system with door. Const interact with desk equals function desk character. And for this one, I basically just want to return true, because you should not be able to enter the desk. It should then cause a pop-up. Alright, perfect. Can't enter the desk. Okay, perfect. Okay. I was sleeping. Maybe I put the desk over here. Yeah, put the couch over here and start over here. Put the couch by the window, put this over here. Yeah, that sounds... Whatever. That's not important now. Okay, so we have the interaction system sort of figured out. You can interact with things. You just create a function, you interact with it, it returns true if it's blocking, false if it's not, meaning that you can enter that location or you cannot enter that location. We check for the win at the end of every turn, or a terminal state rather, not for a win. And we only move if we can move there. Alright. When you interact with this thing, basically what I want to have happen is it needs to show the grid stored in the desk as a modal. Stop interaction. Stop player controls and only allow clicking or escape, I guess. Yeah, feel pretty good about that. Is the beer ready yet? It's hard to tell. Nope, still mostly ice. Okay, so that should pop up to do make it change color. Yeah, is there a way to do that? Change emoji color. CSS change emoji color. Color for Unicode emoji. Yes, you can color them. Whoa, crazy. You can fill them with a solid color. Or you can outline them. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Before attribute title. That is kind of cool. But none of these work. All right. You know what? I'm getting distracted, and I feel myself getting distracted, so I think I am going to go ahead and call it a day. Um, Today was awesome. Today was super, super, super awesome. Like, super, super awesome. And I am looking forward to continuing this very soon tomorrow. What I want to do now is... Alright, I got everything done but the desk. This inventory thing actually happened. Okay. So I got everything done but the desk, which is okay. On the idea thing, sure, we did the blocking items. We figured out how to do that. We got the interactions working. Next time we come, we're going to work on the flashlight and getting the windows to work. And the way that that's going to happen is we're basically going to black the whole thing out, and we're going to show each cell with some amount of brightness based on how close it is to a window and how close it is to you if you have collected the flashlight. If you have collected the flashlight, then there will be stuff around you. If you have not, then you can only see what's around the windows and you can stumble around in the dark. But yeah, that's it. You can't really tell what you're doing. You can't interact with things if you can't see them. That sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna go ahead and get this checked in. Stream work day 8. We got 4 more days to do this, and honestly, all of the days seem totally doable to me with the exception of one, which is we have to get this music compressed the way that we're doing it right now, where it's like actual sound files, just isn't going to work long term. We're going to have to make it so that there's no like rendered sampled audio. It's going to have to be like generated audio or something, because there's no way we're going to be able to compress those audio files any further than we've got them. Anyway, this is good. Thanks everybody for joining me. I've had such a good day. I am looking forward to continuing this. I am probably going to work on this one more time this weekend. I'm going to be out of town for Thursday and Friday of next week, so my normal schedule is just going to be up in the air again. And in the meantime, yeah, I think maybe we'll try again tomorrow. Sunday. Oh, Sunday is obviously Game of Thrones, so no, I won't be here on Sunday. And then yeah, maybe we'll hit a Monday or a Tuesday. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining, and I will see you all. Let's just say tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening. All right, have a good one.